My students are going absolutely crazy and preparing for the most profitable season in e-commerce, which is Q4. In this video, I'm going to be interviewing one of my 5-figure going on 6-figure students, Bretten. We're going to be covering how he generated over $28,000 in less than 30 days while working with us. And revenue is great and all, but we all know men lie, women lie, numbers don't. So we're going to be covering his exact profits and how he was able to transition a dropshipping store into an e-commerce brand. I'm going to be talking to him about what it's like to be able to run a successful online business as a secondary income, things he's learned, managing cash flow, and of course, his overall review of my one-on-one mentorship. We're going to be covering absolutely everything in this video, so make sure you go ahead and strap in, grab a pen and a paper, because the value in this video is going to be limitless. What's going on, everybody? My name is AC Hampton and I'm the founder and owner of Supreme Ecom. Here at Supreme Ecom, we teach people how to test, build, and scale up profitable e-commerce businesses and e-commerce brands. And like I said, the value in this video is going to be going absolutely crazy, so make sure to watch this video the entire way through so that you can be able to start hitting numbers just like this. As you guys know, I give out a free consulting call every single week to help streamline your success with e-commerce. And the winner of last week will be mentioned somewhere inside of this video. If you're wanting the opportunity to enter into this giveaway, all you have to do is 3 simple things. The first thing you must do is in the comment section below, comment the word Supreme Ecom and what your biggest takeaway was from this interview. The second thing you must do is follow me on Instagram at AC_Hampton, as well as Supreme Ecom at Supreme_Ecom. The third thing you must do is smash that like button below and subscribe to this channel, as we have never missed a single week on this platform. And just so you know, if you have any questions about this video or how you can start getting results like Bretten, you know I'm here to help you out in any way possible. All you have to do is go to my Instagram at AC_Hampton and DM me the word YouTube. As remember, it's not about how much money you can make in this world, but how much knowledge you can teach others to change their lives. So just make sure to DM me the word YouTube, as I'm here to help. Alright, so I know I built up the anticipation of seeing his results and getting into this interview, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. What's going on, everybody? I got one of my star students here, Bretten Hadley. He's here to be able to give you guys a little bit of an insight of his experience in my one-on-one mentorship. And I'm happy that you're here, my boy. So how you been?
Been fantastic, man. Never been better.
Hey, glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Well, we're going to cover into a couple different questions that I have for you. You ready to go all in?
Absolutely.
All right, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so the first question I have for you is, when and why did you join my mentorship?
So I joined the mentorship around early June. Why? Because I'm a full-time student at, the University of San Diego. As I'm back in school, it's really hard to manage time with work and all that. So when I, was back in school, I wanted to have, kind of this structure, this push with mentorship that would allow me to maximize my time and get the most amount of value out of every single second I spend.
Hey, I love to hear. Maximizing your time. It's crazy, bro, because even at your age, like, you're not 27, 28 saying these things. So you're definitely ahead of the curve for thinking like that. So you should definitely be proud of yourself. So second question I have for you is this a primary or secondary income for you currently?
So now it is a full-time source of income, definitely primary source. I was doing a little coaching business, that suffered through the pandemic, and I wanted to find, a pandemic-proof business model, and, e-commerce seems to be the only option. So
Definitely. I mean, I saw this like hands-on. I mean, last year alone, the amount of people who were trying to get into e-commerce when all of those brick and mortar businesses were shutting down, it was just an influx of people. So the fact that you got a part of it and the fact that so many others did, it's also a great sign that this is a great industry to be in. So I 100% agree with you.
yes, sir.
So specifically with mine, why did you end up joining my mentorship?
I mean, I see the transparency on YouTube and on your Instagram story. I've been following you for, a few months now. So, I've kind of been in the shadows for a bit, and I kind of just reached out to you, late May, just because I saw the transparency. I saw, testimonials, other students, the social proof was there. So I decided to go with you guys.
Hey, love to hear, and I'm happy that you made that decision because soon enough, people are gonna see why you made that decision and the things that have came from it. So I'm excited to be able to share that out. So how did you end up finding or hearing about my mentorship in the first place? So before you joined, what ended up making you find it?
So I watch an ungodly amount of YouTube videos on all things e-commerce. So I mean, I know everyone in the book, whether they have 2,000 subscribers or 300,000. I mean, I just saw that the transparency again that you post on your Instagram story. You use general stores to test, and move on to branded stores, and that's an approach I definitely wanted to try out and implement into my you know daily activities. So
Hey, I love to see you. Love to see you. I appreciate that, my boy. So you ended up joining mine specifically because you wanted to get in e-commerce. You were definitely trying to look for the right direction to go. But what was that actual main incentive that made you join?
yeah, I mean, losing my coaching business is pretty aggravating, I'd say. Going from making good money to nothing in around a week. It's pretty disheartening. So I wanted to find once again, a pandemic proof business model. And being a full-time student, I knew I wouldn't have all the time on my hands. So I wanted to have structure and be able to maximize every single second I put in e-commerce, especially when I'm back into school and don't have as much time.
Definitely, definitely. I mean, I'm telling you right now, I wish I could have been in your position whenever I was a college student because right now you're figuring out a way to make money in your sleep. And I had no idea about how to do that when I was in college. So that's really cool of you, bro. That's just really cool of you.
It's the dream life.
It really is. It really is. So if you weren't doing drop shipping right now, like what do you think that you would be doing?
Yeah. I don't really like to think of those hypotheticals because I know I'm in the best situation I am in now. And, I would probably be just a full-time student, trying to, regrow my coaching business that, flopped because of COVID. So, to be honest, not entirely sure where I'd be. I know I'd be in a much worse position than I am now.
Well, I'm happy you are in the position you're in now, and I'm happy you're part of the Supreme family because now we don't have to look back on what could have happened.
Yes, sir. We're blessed.
So, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. We always talk about that all the time. So let's go ahead and share your screen and go over some of the results that you're able to accomplish.
Yeah, man, of course. So, I
Okay.
mean, this is today. It's still, a growing store. We're continuing to, maximize our revenue each and every month. So this is today. This was last month when we really started, pushing our store and, trying to maximize its growth. We ended up doing $35,000, just under $35,000 in sales revenue. Yeah, so it was good compared to the last month, which was probably 25% of it, less than that.
So you went from making $7,600 in a month to jumping all the way up to $35,000 the month right after that. So what do you think is one of the main points that you started noticing things were going right for you?
Yeah, man. So when I first joined, it was because I wanted to have a general store that would test my ideas. And then, a couple product tests didn't work out. So I was like, okay, as entrepreneurs, you need to adapt. So I was like, okay, I have one store that's working. Let's see what we can do with this, right? So we tested new audiences. And then right away, it's, started performing at like a 40% profit margin. So I knew there was a ton of life into there and that there was much more scalability with the store that I was running before I joined the mentorship. So, we really, decided to just go full throttle on just this one store and really focus on it.
And I love to see it. And I think that was a huge change that we did as well. But, we can always show revenue at the end of the day. We already showed that you're advertising it today. You said you're at around $900 in sales today.
Yes.
Yeah, that's awesome. So the
Yep.
$1,000 day is probably what, 30 minutes away. But we all know that men lie, women lie, numbers don't, like I said. So we can always show revenue, but let's go ahead and jump into the profit from last month.
Let's do it. Yeah, so we were really focusing on just testing new audiences. So we're kind of just driving revenue rather than profit. Next month, I think we'll have a higher profit margin, but still very good. I'd say at a 25% net margin.
And almost $8,600 in net profit. So as a college student, bro, what is it like to be able to make $8,600 in a single month alone? I mean, I don't know any other college students doing it.
Yeah, man, it's surreal. I mean, I've been, working at this wholeheartedly for over a year now, and to finally see these results, it's just really inspiring, and it just wants me to keep pushing forward. It takes grit, it takes much more failure than successes, but once you have this success, you hold on to this asset and it will change your life, and you just need to keep growing and pushing through this because there's no better opportunity on this planet than e-commerce.
Hey, I love to hear. I love to hear. Well, for further ado, we'll go ahead and jump right back into questions, and you can go ahead and stop sharing your screen. So you're able to accomplish all of this as a college student. I have people in my mentorship that are college students. I have people in my mentorship that work a 9-to-5 job. How are you able to balance this while still going to school?
Man, it's hard. It takes a lot of sacrifice, a lot of grit, a lot of mental strength, man. On this lonely journey as an entrepreneur, you kind of beat yourself up when you fail. It's inevitable. Everyone will go through this. Just for anyone watching out there, just keep pushing. Like you will succeed. Just keep learning. Take your failures as lessons. Do not beat yourself up because success is inevitable when you persist. If you give up, if you take your failures as failures and nothing more than that, you will fail. It's people like to say, if you're in the top 5%, you succeed. I argue that. I say you can 100% succeed if you persist and you work with grit. It's you just have to push yourself.
That's a really, really, really good answer, bro. That was fire. That was fire. So through this experience of working together, what do you think you've learned the most from this?
I mean, when I came in, I was really focused on creating a whole nother asset for myself. And what I realized was that I have one right in front of my face and I need to leverage this to its fullest potential. And I can't just, sweep that one aside and try to build another one, right? Because when you have an asset, you need to build it and grow it to its fullest potential. And you need to automate it, have sourcing agents, then customer service. You really need to automate that work and push it to its fullest potential, and then work on other assets that you can leverage with the capital you've gotten from your last store. So, what I've learned the most is that you need to hold on to your store and, leverage it to its fullest potential and then move on. You can't be greedy. You can't, be short-minded. You really need to, do what you can and then move on.
Hey, great learning lesson. Great learning lesson. I try telling that to people all the time, bro. It's like, why are you trying to be 90 or 80% good at everything in the world when you can be 100% good, the best at one?
Exactly.
Something that I definitely stick by. So I definitely agree with you. So the last question I have for you is, who do you think would do really well in this mentorship and who do you think would struggle?
Well, I mean, the ones who succeed are hard-headed. They work with grit, persistence. They don't give up. They really are passionate for this. If you don't see the fun in this, if you don't, have purpose behind this, then you'll never succeed. You won't learn from your failures. You won't, you'll just have a negative mindset. And it really, I used to play baseball and I would always say it's 80% mindset and 20% skill. If you have a hard head and you go in there with an optimistic mindset, chances are you will succeed. And if you push through these things, you will inevitably succeed. It's not a matter of 5%. It's you 100% will succeed if you push through it and you keep working and you learn.
Hey, I love that. I love that. Well, I appreciate your time, my boy. I appreciate you getting on here. And I do appreciate you giving some of that value to everybody. Let's go ahead and go back into taking action with each other, and we'll definitely talk soon. And do not think that I forgot about the free consulting call winner from last week's video. The free consulting call winner from last week's video is Kendall Jackson. Kendall, congratulations on winning. Go ahead and reach out to us on Instagram at Supreme_Ecom. Let us know that you won. We can hop on a Zoom call, cover any questions that you have, and help you streamline your success with e-commerce. And if you guys are feeling stuck in e-commerce and you're trying to be able to get over the roadblock that you're currently at, then you guys know we're here to help out in any way possible. So make sure you give yourself the opportunity of winning this free consulting call by doing all 3 of those requirements that I mentioned at the very beginning of this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and got some great insights of some of the strategies and things that you can be able to implement on your store today. Here at Supreme Ecom, we cannot wait to continue to provide you guys this value, continue to drop these amazing videos every single week, and we cannot wait to continue to provide you guys solutions to every problem you have. Let's continue to take action together and welcoming you guys to the Supreme family. This is AC, and I'm out.